since I last saw you.
Bro, so you remember I mentioned that I was gonna watch the Canelo fight? I
You
got
didn't watch it?
home, bro, and everyone was gone.
What?
Like I left to your house, right?
Yeah.
And all my family was still here. Like we were watching the fights and like the prelims right here. And I got home expecting everyone to be like,
Mm-hmm.
chit chattering and stuff. And it was just my parents just watching TV and shit. And I was like, what the fuck? Like, what happened? Who won the fight? And these people told me that it was over by the second round, third round, something like that. So I missed all
Damn.
of it. Yeah, I
Damn.
mean, I wasn't really looking forward to it. It was more like spending time with the family. But I
Yeah.
mean, yeah, that's fighting, you know.
Damn. Whack. What you drinking right there, my boy? Is that what I think it is?
I'm drinking that Hop Heroes. Shout out to them and
Uh,
shout out to this one right here, the lady
yeah.
for hooking me up on that Saturday. I just saw that this is can 808 of 1500. So I probably should have resold it and not drink it.
Resold it like the kid from Sneakers.
Like from Sneakers.
You
But
saw
yeah,
that, right?
Hop Heroes, Hazy Double IPA. Pretty good. I like
Yes,
it.
sir.
Thank you, bro, for hooking me up.
I got you, fam. Beer is meant to be shared. You know, I looked up,
Of
I guess,
course.
the history of alcohol. Apparently, that shit was always meant to be shared. Shit was never meant for like a individual thing. It was meant for like social, like I don't know, get-togethers, I guess.
Well, cheers to
But
you and cheers to everyone listening, dog. Right here, take a sip.
cheers, dog.
Cheers.
There we go.
I'm also smoking on that premium Jack from Stizzy. Shout out to them from downtown LA. I love those
Do
fools.
they know you now? Do they
They don't know
recognize you?
me. I don't. They might know me. They might know that I'm a regular, but I don't think they know me. I don't
Uh,
know. There's a lot of people. They get a lot of customers. There's a
I
lot
was
of
gonna
traffic.
say, yeah. You haven't noticed like those specific coworkers that are like usually always there?
I know. I recognize like a few people. Like, oh, it's this person again. This person again. But
Mm.
but it's like tiny interactions with them. I don't know. They might. Some of them might recognize me, but I don't think I'm well known enough where I walk in and everyone's like, "Oh, look, it's this fool again."
Uh, they haven't hit that point where they're like, "Hey, Fernie's here."
Not yet, not yet.
Damn, not yet, not yet.
Hopefully,
Soon.
I get to that point so I can go hooked up and get the inside scoop.
Yeah, it'll get to that point where you and me both go there because I have yet to go there. All the stizzies I've had, I have not even gotten one from downtown. I feel like that's a sin. But as soon as we go, hopefully, it'll hit that point too. But hey, those are those fools from this fool podcast. Huh?
Their advertising is on point because every time I walk in there and I'm waiting in line, like just what's playing on the screens and shit, and just the atmosphere makes me feel like, damn, I'm about to pick up and go party or some shit when I'm really just like about to go over an errands. Like, I'm about to go clock in. It really feels like I'm about to go party whenever I'm in there.
Damn, that's sick. I had to go then. I have to go soon. Um, damn. So that's what you're on right now, Premium Jack and that Hop Heroes.
Hell yeah, yes sir.
Damn, I didn't know you had this one. I was kind of upset when you told me you had this one because I thought it was something we can both try together. As fools. But for those that are curious, I'm drinking offshoot beer, Retreat. I want to say it's Retreat. I don't remember my cursive that well. Retreat, hazy double IPA. Shit's good, 8.6%. For anyone that's curious, that's what it is. Jellyfish on the can. Shit's pretty good. Yeah, this is number 2 already. I had one earlier. This is number 2. Feel good. I don't feel like it's hit me yet. Or maybe my tolerance is actually getting better. Who knows? I only started like literally probably 4 months ago.
The design on that can is very summer vibes.
Very, very, very citrusy, very summer. I could definitely picture myself like with this on the beach and just chilling, not giving a fuck, drinking this shit. But yeah, but so you just went home Saturday, went to a disappointment that the fight was already over and that was it. You just fucking went to sleep.
Nah, I just watch a little bit of Netflix here and there. Nothing too special, just wind down. But what about you? You seem like you wanted to be active that Saturday night.
Dick, I was like half awake. I didn't even know what the fuck was going on. I felt like when I was talking to you about the podcast, I felt like I kept repeating myself because I genuinely felt like I wasn't fully there. And not because I wasn't faded or anything. I was just genuinely that tired. I was just like, fuck, I'm over this today. I'm fucking tired 9 to 5 job. I'm tired of my double shift job. I'm tired of this whole bullshit. Sick of this shit, dog. We shouldn't be doing this. This isn't healthy.
Just a
Working
little
like
faded.
this. I know, right? Um, nah, I was just chilling Saturday. I just worked out and then fucking went to sleep and woke up late as fuck for my job the next morning. But whatever. I don't give a fuck at this point right now. I care, but I don't care. You feel me?
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, man. Other than that, I've been chilling since then, trying to get these trying to figure out a better workout plan and shit. Trying to utilize these kettlebells I bought. I fucking can barely lift and shit. Um, but
Are your
yeah, man.
New Year's resolutions still going strong? Today's the 1st of March.
Uh,
There's
damn, that's
a
crazy, huh?
It
We're
is
already
really
in
crazy.
March.
It's going by fast. We're about to hit our COVID anniversary since being locked down. Uh,
Yeah,
but
that's fucking crazy.
but I read that most of the New Year's resolutions don't even make it to February. So if you're still going at it and it's March 1st today, or whenever you listen to this, cheers to you.
Cheers to you. You're the real one. You're the one that didn't quit, and you're the one that's still pushing and respect.
And
Not
if
a
you
lot of people
quit,
can keep it going.
if you quit, cheers to you too, because I know that you're gonna get back on that horse and try it again. So here you
That's
go.
true.
Cheers.
Cheers to you. It's just
Cheers
another.
to
It's
you.
just another way to. God, there's a saying. I don't remember it, but anyway, cheers to that. Quitting is just a pause point. Just think of it like that. Quitting is just pausing, and then you're gonna resume at some point.
You don't
So
always
cheers
want
to
to
them.
quit, but
Nah.
that you can always just give it another try.
Yeah, I think my resolutions. Fuck, man. I haven't even been practicing my French or my Spanish and trying to perfect them and shit. Uh,
I
but I
feel
mean,
like
I've been.
my Spanish is real good, and I was really proud of my Spanish growing up until I found out that it was my slave language.
That's what everyone says. Everyone says that shit. Like, I'm like, Dick, you still speak Spanish. That's it. Like, what are you guys talking about?
So like, I mean, it's cool, it's cool being able to talk another language, but once you find out it's your slave language, it's another feeling.
I mean, isn't that the same thing with English then?
It's the same thing with English. I gotta find my native tongue, but Spanish feels more slave like because of the conquistadores. You feel me? I mean, gross shit came. Same thing happened here in the U.S. If, both of them pretty gruesome, but it seems more personal. The Spanish.
Just saying. Yeah, I don't know. I try to see everyone's point from that. It's just like I don't know. I guess this in my head, it's already at that point where like, well, if I don't feel that way about English, why would I feel that way about Spanish?
Hmm. I see what you
You know.
mean.
So it's kind of like, what's the point? Like, it is what it is. Plus, like, we have such a great we grew up with the internet and we're growing with it. So there's so much shit that's available now, and technology is just progressing so much. It's kind of like in reality, I have information that people would have killed for back then at the tip
Yeah,
of my fingers, you know? So I feel like whenever I don't practice any of these other languages and trying to like work them and not make them sound like slaves and shit, that I feel like it's just me being lazy. So I mean that's just personally, but yeah, I haven't been practicing like I wanted to. I've only done it like 4 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago. I just haven't made the time to do it. I've been doing my Audible. I've been listening to my books still. Um, but some of these books are just long as fuck, man. That's only so much time I have in a day to listen. I'm just like, fuck, man. The last thing I want to do is like listen in the morning, listen during my lunch, listen when I'm off, then listen on my way to my other job, then listen when I'm off my other job. It's kind of just like dick. Like I want to listen to music too. It's just getting fucking frustrating. But Nah, that's cool though. I'll fuck with it still. I fuck with Audible. Did you get Audible yet?
I have not gotten it yet, but I am planning on getting it soon. Um, I want to go back to what you were saying about how there is a lot of there's information out there today, more than there was in the past. But I feel like there's more information out there, but there's less of it being retained because we know
Mhm.
we can just rely on Google and shit. Like, you feel
Exactly.
me? Like like if the internet were to go down, we would be lost. Couldn't be able to Google shit. You know, no YouTube being anything, and it's almost like the burning of the Library of Alexandria, when Julius
Mm,
Caesar burned the Library of Alexandria.
mhm.
I think I don't know how many years scientists predicted that delayed us having to regain all the information that was there. Who knows where we might be? We'd be on Mars by now if that motherfucker did not burn the fucking Library of Alexandria.
Why did he burn it again?
He was just a fucking dickhead.
It's just a lame
some
ass fool.
some conquistadoras who just trying to some conqueror dude, you know.
Yeah, because he was progressing through, what was it? Was he like civilizing the Western world or some shit like that? I don't fucking remember. This was a long time ago. But yeah, like he burned it because he didn't want certain information to be passed or saved, right? Isn't like
Something
his whole
like
thing?
that. I mean, it had been many people had attempted to burn it multiple times throughout history, but this fool was the one who was successful at it.
Damn. Lit. Fool said fuck your library and your fucking information. He just lit that shit on fire.
Imagine
Um,
how advanced we'd be by now. Like if all that information, who knows what information was lost in here and what information we've lost throughout all of history.
that's true. That's true. But fuck, that's really fucked up to think about it. Like I'm thinking more about it right now. Like, damn, that's crazy. We really he like really created a different timeline
Yeah,
of
what an
where
asshole.
we just there's a universe out there. There's a parallel universe right now where, unless you don't believe in the multiverse theory, but there's a universe out there where he just didn't burn it down. And who knows what that fucking world looks like.
Hell yeah. I'm sure there's a lot of diseases that would have been cured. Like a lot of people's lives would have been saved, but then on the contrary, who knows what that would have created also, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And
That's
so
true.
it's just one thing that we can just always wonder about.
Yeah. I mean, and the irony could be that we're just gonna end up in the same spot for all we know, you know?
If there was one thing you could know for sure in about this world, what would it be? Like there's a lot of conspiracies. Like I
If
would
there
like
is a
to know.
God.
That's what it would be if there's a God.
If Christianity is right, that's what I will actually want to know. I think that puts everything else into perspective.
Okay, but that's a good thing. But how about this? Let's limit our answers to things that have happened in history. For example, like who killed JFK? Did Hitler really commit suicide? You know, like who is Tupac really dead?
And
Who is 9/11 really just a government conspiracy? Things
I'm
things
gonna
like
keep
that.
I'm gonna keep it two Virgils with you right now. The possibility of knowing if Jesus was real and everything in the Bible was real, I think that's too valuable to pass up. Like at
And
the end of the day, I wouldn't lose sleep if I knew who killed Tupac. I'll be like, damn, really? That's crazy. And that's it.
I,
I'll just go to sleep.
I know what you're saying. I know what you're saying. That's why I'm trying to limit the answers
I'll
because
see.
because this is like something to it's like a great mystery, right? But for example, someone out there in the world knows whether or not 9/11 was a government planned attack. You know, just
well,
things like that.
even if that person did know and they wrote a tell-all book about it, so many people are gonna try to debunk it. You can even still look at it and just treat it as like, for all I know, they could have fabricated this whole shit.
This is why the question is a good question because you would know for sure. Like no bullshit, no
Out of
nothing.
everything in this world, you really want to know if 9/11 was an inside job?
Maybe not 9/11. but I would really want to know what we know about like aliens or some shit like that, you know?
What exactly would your question be? Like if some computer fucking was able to tell you the exact answer, what would your question be right now?
Okay, like I would like to know what was the thing that Commander Fair saw out near San Diego. Do you know about that? The Tic Tac that
Yeah,
so okay, I would like to know what that is. You know what I mean?
that's fair.
Whether or not whether it was human, like maybe like a foreign vehicle, or whether it was uh extraterrestrial from another planet.
That's a good one. That's definitely a good one. Um, yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. Like it will be those things that will alter your understanding of life, and that's the only reason why said something like my question will be, "Oh, is the Bible real or not?" And that's my only thing is because if the answer it's like a yes or no. So basically, if this omnipotent computer told me yes, it's all real, then that just like blows my mind in a sense of understanding. Like, damn, now everything that I can see for the rest of my life has to be tied into this book because it's fact. Let's just say, you know.
Mhm.
So I think it just helps put things into perspective now. Like at the end of the day, I could still not give a fuck, but it just puts into perspective that like, well, shit, there might be somewhere I'm gonna go when I die. It's not just, you die, or you reincarnate or whatever you believe in. But like, even like, I don't know, like even if I had to change it to the realm of like aliens and science, my question would be, what will we have to do to make alien contact? Like, what within our rights right now in this year, in this month, what resources do we have? Can we use to make contact with some fucking alien civilization? That would be my question if I had to deviate from the whole Jesus thing. Just like this, do we have enough fucking, enough fucking radio towers or whatever the fuck to like contact some planet, or
Yeah.
do we
Wait,
need to build more, or what's going on?
well, going to your Jesus question, I think historians or most historians have agreed that Jesus was an actual person.
Yeah, I seen that too, but I think we all know the burning question is like, okay, but is he who they claim he is?
Okay.
That's the question.
Yeah, that's the real question. Whether he existed or not, I think that's been answered. Um,
Yeah, but yeah, exactly. Is he some crazy guy that said he was Jesus and like everyone just rolled with it, or is this shit for real? Like he really was doing all this shit that they were saying.
I
That's
think
my thing.
there's a theory that Jesus Christ was like a mushroom or something like that.
Was a what?
It was a mushroom,
Was a
a
mushroom?
psychedelic mushroom. Yeah, it's just a. I don't know. I'm thinking about Santa Claus. That Santa Claus was a mushroom. I think I'm
Fuck.
getting this right. Yeah,
Where did you hear
there's a
that from? He's like a talking mushroom, or what do you mean?
not a mushroom, but it's a metaphor or something like that. Um, I, I think even it was on the JRE at one point.
Nah.
Because mushrooms are like gifts that are found beneath pine trees, and they're like these red mushrooms.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So it might be like symbolic or whatever. But I mean, that's. I'll look into that more later.
Shit, I'm gonna look into that too. You got me fucking interested now. Um, yeah, I think that'd be the question. I think that's just my question because, like, at the end of the day, like, whether you believe in something or not, like, you just don't know what's gonna happen when you die. Excuse me, when you die. So I would just like to know. I'm just that person that likes a lot of certainty in life. I don't like leaving things up for like chance all the time. Like if it's little things it wouldn't really affect me, I wouldn't care. But if it's like big things that could affect me, like my life choices and shit, then yeah, I'm gonna want to fucking know.
Mhm.
Like those are fucking, those are bigger cards those are bigger things I have to deal with. Of course, I want to have an actual answer. But that's just me.
All the fucking QAnon people are mad at us right now. They're like, "Why are you asking the important questions?"
What's the important question?
Are the politicians reptilians? Are they eating babies?
Oh my
You know,
god.
all
Do you
this
believe
fucking.
any of that stuff to an extent? I'm on the okay. Let me address myself. I'm on the boat where I think a lot of them are pedophiles.
Oh,
Do they sacrifice and eat the blood of children? I don't know. That's pretty fucking far. But I do think a lot of them are sick and twisted enough where they're fucking having intercourse with children.
I
I
wouldn't
think that's
doubt.
true.
I wouldn't doubt that they're sick enough to do such things like that. Um, and I'm not denying the possibility of there being this whole like elite connection where they're like sex trafficking minors to each other and all this shit. Um, I'm not denying the possibility, but I don't think it might. I don't think it's going on. But I mean, this whole Jeffrey Epstein thing sounded like a huge conspiracy and shit. There's this island where they're taking millionaires and billionaires and they're compromising them with fucking children. I mean, that
Wait,
sounds crazy too. But
you don't think he actually was doing any of that?
I'm not saying that he wasn't doing that. We know that that's been true. But what I'm trying to say is that sounded crazy.
Oh,
Just how saying these elitists are eating fucking babies and shit
oh,
and
that.
gaining powers and shit like
Oh
that.
no, no, no. That's why. That's what I'm saying. I draw the line right there at that part. Like, I don't think it's going that far, but I do think it's going to the extent of. I think they're just fucking raping children. I think it's just a real super duper ridiculously fucked up thing going on with them. I think it's that far. I mean, the only reason I think that though, I mean, it's a pretty far stretch, but just applying the same logic to it. I'm just saying, well, if I'm not, I'm not trying to attack no one's beliefs or anything like that. I'm not attacking the systems that people follow. Really, it's just like the history is there. And it's like the Catholic Church is so known for all these pedophilic things going on with the boys and the priests and the,
Mhm.
the ministers and shit. I'm just in my head, I'm thinking, well, if so many people are willing to follow that shit, even though it's been happening for so long, all these different decades, and this shit keeps happening, and it looks like there's not really that many repercussions that happen. If that shit can happen at such a high order, like a Catholic church, who's not to say that politicians are too far from that? That's just where my head's at. Like, if it can
Yeah,
happen
that's a
with
good
them,
point.
why wouldn't it happen with the politicians? You know? But I know that's still kind of a stretch. But whatever. I mean, I just also, the saying, absolute power, absolute corrupts. So I wouldn't be surprised.
The Catholic Church is crazy in this way that like the priest can't have sexual intercourse. They castrate themselves, and that's just weird. Like human beings like to fuck. It's
Yeah,
weird,
I mean
but
they have their logic and their reasoning and like their
uh,
beliefs, but
this obviously doesn't
yeah.
justify it, right?
No, fuck no, of course
But
not.
but
But don't you think that's weird? Like you're castrated, but the thing you think about is like you want to fuck a child rather than a fucking grown ass adult. You know what I mean? Like that's fucking weird.
that is very weird. And I just think they just see an opportunity where they will keep their mouth shut. You know,
Yeah.
unfortunately, it's at the cost of these kids. But these are people are some sick fucks. I mean, they believe in the church anyways. Are already sick fucks.
Yeah,
But
I think it's yeah,
I
it's
mean,
kind of sad.
who knows? I mean, we've known that there's a lot of priests in the Catholic Church who are child molesters and pedophiles and things like that, and we know that the Catholic Church does whatever they can to cover it up. You know, they just have a rotation of these priests going on, or whoever it is going around.
Yeah, and it's weird because it's like when one priest gets caught, kick him out, the next one comes in. Before you know it, he does it too. Then the next one comes in and he does it too. And it's like, what the fuck's going on? Why is there no repercussions? Why is no one getting fired? Why is no one being sent off to prison? What the fuck's going on? I mean,
Mhm.
I could be wrong. Some of them probably are in prison that I don't know about, but it just seems like, you know what it is? I think it's the same thing. Like the fact that this is just proof and like there's no denying that this shit's been happening in the Catholic Church. The fact that it's just so dominant still as it is as a religion and as an establishment, and people really don't seem to be questioning it too much, is what baffles me the most. Because
Mhm.
like there's so many people out here that are like, let's just fuck, maybe it's a bad analogy or a bad, you know, stretch, but so like when people get tired of celebrities and they're like on the cancel pursuit to like cancel them or whatnot, um or when some celebrity is problematic or whatever, and everyone kind of just stops fucking with that celebrity, they just kind of fall off.
Mhm.
I'm so surprised that like the church is known to be doing this shit with the boys and the priests, but it's like they just never lose support. It's crazy. I don't think I've ever seen them really get attacked for it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you mean. And I just think it's they've been around for such a long time that they've already established themselves in people's like beliefs and shit, you know? Like how many people believe just because their parents introduced it to them, you know?
Yeah, it's fucking crazy. I don't know. Um, yeah, that's just fucking wild. Just like the whole thing. QAnon's a fucking mess, man. That shit's fucking. I don't know, like like that guy that came into that pizza parlor shit with the fucking shotgun or this fucking was it M16, whatever the fuck he went in there with his rifle,
That
whatever
is
the fuck.
that is fucking crazy. I mean, that guy went in there with like the best intention. He honestly believed that he was gonna go in there and save the fucking day,
Yeah, like
you know, but that's just fucking crazy.
bless his heart, he went in trying to save children, but like, bro, that's so fucking. You're so you fell off so hard right now. Your heart's there, but it's your head's not there.
For real, man.
Um, yeah, that's fucking crazy, man. Just fuck, just like the whole thing, just like everything's been going on since the Capitol, since that, since like fucking just everything. Everything's been so crazy to understand and just like sit back and watch. Um, but have you seen the thing with sneakers? You sent it to me, right? I think you sent it to me.
I did see that. That's
I fucking knew it. I
it's
fucking
insane.
knew it.
It's insane. Fill us in. Fill us in for the people who don't know. After that beautiful switch.
Shit, my bad.
My bad.
Nah. Oh yeah, so I guess yeah, some fucking what the fuck was she? And nah, she was an accountant. Anyway, some person in a high position at fucking Nike,
Mhm.
for the last 25 years. Um, I guess her child had a fucking whole reselling operation, and I guess she was helping feed into his little fucking operation. I don't know
Mhm.
what the fuck. All I know is the minute I read the fucking first caption on the post and I was about to read the article, I got so heated. I was just like, I can't read this right now, though. I was just like, nah, I'm so fucking like, I fucking, what's funny? I think you actually called that a while ago saying, like, oh, I'm not surprised that Nike's feeding into the bullshit of this whole
Yeah.
reselling game.
Yeah. To keep keeping the
And
money within themselves. And that's exactly what they're doing. This
that's
might not be
fucking,
Nike, but at least this person, um, there was a vice president.
yeah, there we
So this
go.
person, Ann Hebert, I might be butchering that, Ann Hebert, a Nike employee of 25 years, who served as a VP overseeing North America's businesses, left the company on Monday just because she was caught because of her son who had a business. Um, there he was reselling sneakers, and if you guys just see this picture of
Look at
him
this fucking
standing,
piece of shit. Look
dude,
at all that fucking bastard.
that's how
Fuck.
much. Show the last one, that one. How
God
many?
damn.
How much money do you think is in that photo?
He built a great wall of fucking Nikes. Can you believe this fucking smug bitch?
That's
I don't give a fuck if he listens.
easily over $100,000. What do you think?
I don't
Easily
want to
over
say it, but I wouldn't be surprised if that's the actual amount.
easily over a hundred
That's
thousand.
like he's even posing like a little fucking twat. Look at that shit. Fucking head down, trying to act all cool. Fucking punk ass bitch. Fuck that guy. Fucking pussy ass hoe. Damn, man, that shit fucking made me mad. It just
Yeah,
proves like, God, I can't, man. Shit's already getting me heated right now. That they fed into this fucking bullshit.
I honestly feel like there needs to be more repercussions or more things done about this. I don't know what action Nike has taken or if they're going to take any action at all. But I mean, this person not only withheld sneakers from a bunch of people, but then took away double, if not triple, their money. And just like I understand that you're trying to help your son out or whatever, but that's fucked up. You're fucking over how many people, over how much money? That's just fucking nuts, man. And
It's
how long? How, like, I'm surprised it took this long to even uncover that.
Yeah, I mean, who knows how long that shit's been going on. Um, I mean, the kid doesn't even look that old, so I wouldn't be surprised if he. The fact that the kid doesn't look that old, well, you can't see his face, but just off his little boy he's posing, I'm assuming he's kind of under 21 or so. But still, to be that
19
young
years
already,
old.
yeah, 19. See, yeah, dude, someone was helping him. There ain't no fucking way he was doing this shit on his own. What fucking 19-year-old is gonna afford all those fucking Nikes and Jordans? No one. His fucking mom was hooking him up and shit. And that's the frustrating part too. Is like, bitch, you know that there's gonna be or you would assume there's gonna be serious repercussions to this shit because you're fucking with Nike's money. And then she just fucking, and of course she fucking just resigned before they can do anything. And I don't know. I mean, hopefully they still push forward with something to show like, hey, we're taking this shit serious, but who knows? Maybe this is all just a ploy. Maybe she just agreed to like step down, but they're gonna fucking reimburse her and just, you know, take care of her in the meantime, just to save Nike face about feeding into this fucking shit that they're doing, keeping the money in their pockets or whatnot. I
On
don't
the
know.
article that I'm reading, it says here that Bloomberg did a piece on him, on Joe actually. This is the guy with the reselling business named West Coast. West Coast Sneakers, West Coast Streetwear. That was the business that he was running under. And Bloomberg did a piece on him, and they're claiming that not only was he, like, now it's known that he was getting some of these sneakers, if not most of these sneakers, from his mom, but in Bloomberg's piece, it says here that he was also using bots to compromise online launches, mentioning that he rang up 132,000 in one morning for a launch of Kanye West sneakers for some Yeezys, just on one day. So that's pretty crazy. I'm sure this guy made a lot of money, and who
I can
knows?
respect the hustle, but at the same time, fuck him.
I mean, it's smart, but it's crazy, man. Can't believe you
Yeah,
how many people got fucked over.
that's why like I can respect it because everyone wants to hustle and make their money and shit, doing something that they like. But at the same time, fuck that fool. Busting that bullshit, knowing damn well how hard it is to get a fucking pair on sneakers app. And then you're
The game
finding
is
out
only
that
getting dirtier, bro. It's only getting worse.
it really is. I don't know how they can fix this. I just hope that they find a way soon. This shit's frustrating.
God bless all of us if that's your thing. This month there's a lot of sneakers coming out this month that I'm looking forward to. For example, this upcoming Saturday on March 6th, University Blues are coming out. I know some people are pretty hyped about those Jordan ones. And so those are coming out. And good luck to everyone on sneakers. If you listen to this, I'm sorry you took that out. Um, Also, March 12th, some shoes called some Space Hippies, some basketball shoes. I'm looking forward to those. I'm hoping I can cop those. And on the 19th, Nike's coming out with that Go Flies. I don't know if you've seen that sneaker where it's got no laces, and so
Oh,
they like flip or fold. So you just slide in your foot, and when you press down, it just snaps into place. The heel snaps into place. Those
it's
are
pretty
pretty
hard.
cool. Those are the sneakers I'm looking forward to. Um, Hopefully, I get to go 3 for 3 on those.
You want those University Blues?
Hell yeah, man! It would go really perfect with my Manchester City jersey, sky blue. So I mean,
This guy.
I already got some royal ones. So like, I wouldn't be too stressed if I missed out on them. But they're 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 real nice, man. They're real nice, and I'm hoping I get to get a pair. What about you? You got any shoes you looking forward to?
Fuck no. I mean, I want to start collecting Jordans. I don't want to buy no more Vans. I don't want to buy no more Nikes. The only Nikes I'm willing to buy are the Cortez Long Beach editions, and that's only because your boy's from the set. But
So you're from Los Angeles?
dog, I'll fucking come to your house. I'll stab you.
Apparently,
Um,
so if you're from Long Beach, it's different from saying Long Beach is its own thing. From LA, it's not part of LA.
it's not, dog. It's a whole different breed.
All right.
You know what it is, dog? Like I'm gonna keep it two. I'm gonna keep it two Virgils with you. That shit. I never understood racism because of that. Because of Long Beach. Because that's how fucking crazy and diverse that shit was. When at least when I was growing up. So I never understood people that genuinely didn't like other people based off their skin color. Because all my best friends were always black. Uh, they were always Polynesian or like Vietnamese or Filipino. I did hang out with Hispanic kids, but I mean the real Hispanic kids I hung out with were like my cousins,
Mhm.
obviously, playing soccer in the back and shit. But yeah, man, that's why like I don't know, I just never understood the whole idea of like not liking someone just off of what they look like. I'm like, damn, really? Like this fool's dope, this fool's dope, this fool's sick, blah blah blah, all this and that. So I never understood none of that shit. So when I got older, left, came back, I'm like, damn, this shit's really changed. Especially like I don't know where you I don't know if like it's where you stay out too. You've been seeing it. Um, but like certain cities within LA County now, they're starting to get more gentrified.
Yeah,
Seeing a lot more gentrification. Like was it like Echo Park, like Silver Lake, like Highland Park, like fucking certain spots in Long Beach are getting more gentrified. Uh like I don't know if you have homies that have been going, if you've been going yourself, but like when I see certain people on my Instagram going to Long Beach, they're always posting pictures like somewhere downtown, like by the Pike
mhm.
or by the pier or by like some breweries that are down there, which is cool. Like I like beer too, and like I like a good brewery to go to, but it hits a different chord with me because I know what that city looks like and I know what it has, and to see like it be so clean in certain areas and so sharp and so pretty, I'm just like, nah, this isn't it. This is gentrification. This isn't where you go, like this isn't where the homies are. This is where all the tourists go when they want to just go fucking eat and chill and go like be like, oh, I'm in Long Beach by the beach. Like, first of all, if you're from Long Beach, you know damn well fucking the beach is fucking filthy. Like you are not supposed to go in that goddamn water. That shit is toxic. Don't go in that shit. Like everyone knows that. Um, but yeah, just like I'm not saying I'm being a gatekeeper. I'm just saying like I'm not buying the image because
Mhm.
I know what it really looks like. But yeah, so when people are like, "Oh, you're from like LA," huh? I'm like, nah, nah, fam, I'm not from LA. Like, don't. I'm a Dodger fan and I'm a Laker fan, obviously, but I'm not an LA native, dog. Don't say that shit to me. But that's just because I have a lot of pride in being from Long Beach. Um, but yeah, fuck you, fool. I still remember those times you try to send me tweets about being from LA and shit. In reality, they're like, "Oh, I'm from Long Beach, not LA." Fuck you, Fernie. I fucking remember those shits. But those are the only Cortezes I would buy. The Long Beach ones. But yeah, every other shoe I want to get the J's. I want to get like ones, threes, fours, sixes, 11s. That's it.
I'm looking forward to getting these sneakers, but if I don't get them, I don't get them. No, I don't really like to pay resell for them because I don't like to feed these motherfuckers like Joe and his fucking mama over here scamming everyone. So I try and avoid that as much as possible. So I mean, good luck to everyone trying to get those sneakers and shit. I mean, I don't know why they just can't make enough for all of us. Maybe they wouldn't be worth the hype by then, but we'd all have some sick ass shoes.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like, it makes sense then that the reselling thing is getting worse because there's more people that are like in this situation. They're feeding into the cycle because it's just coming back to them. It doesn't really like you have your middleman, which is like that kid, but the money still goes back to Nike at the end of the day. You know what I mean? Like, I get it. So it just sucks that that's what it's come to right now. You know,
For sure.
like imagine getting your shoes for retail. Fuck, man. Lucky, really lucky, blessed, if anything, because I don't know no one that really gets them at retail unless like they're like, and people, they're the shoes like no one's really like too hyped about. But
The last shoes that I was able to get for retail that were like hype were some Jordan 1 Royals. And I remember I had an appointment with my optometrist that day, and they weren't scheduled to release or anything. It was just really early in the morning that day, and I was in the lobby waiting to get in. This was before COVID, and out of nowhere, I was on my phone, and I just got the little banner notification from sneakers saying that, oh, it's surprise drop. They dropped like the Tinker Threes, um, so the Game Royals, some other shoes, and out of all of them, I decided to get the Game Royals. But yeah, it was lucky. I just happened to be up really early that day. I think it was like at 7 in the morning. I just happened to be up early that day on my phone, and that was the last one I was able to cop. Just happened to be in the right place at the right time.
Damn. Yeah, see, understanding that I have to get up early, I'm never gonna fucking get anything off sneakers at that point. I'm late. I'm late day for a reason, dog. I'm not
Late
fucking
day.
waking up. I am not waking up early to fucking get no goddamn sneakers. I'll just pay the resale price. I'll be mad, but I'm gonna do it because I'm not fucking waking up early just to fucking get some sneakers. Um, but no, like even like the fact I'm trying to commit to like, okay, future shoes have to only be retros. That's it. Like I have to start building my collection now. Um, I don't even want to start doing that yet until my current shoes have holes in them. And after I buy my fucking punching bag and my gloves and like set up my fucking little workout area in my house. But I'm waiting for that daddy Biden money. You know, when the fuck are
We'll
we
see,
getting that shit,
we'll see
man?
when
Like
it comes in. It has not come in. The money has not come in. The kids have not been let out of their cages.
student loans have not been forgiven.
Student loans have not been forgiven.
That's fucking
Uh,
wild. Just another politician that wanted us to put him in office and he's not doing shit for us.
exactly. Just
Another
another
one.
politician. He probably forgot. Someone might have to remind him and promise us all this shit.
Oh, classic Biden. Always forgetting. Dementia having ass motherfucker. Um, nah, they don't give a fuck about us right now. They're just trying to find out ways to fucking throw us in jail for minor fucking weed possession, you know? Oh, thanks to what's her name? I don't even want to say her name. Fuck her.
Speaking of weed, did you see that um, one of Earth's national treasures, Seth Rogen, launched his own weed company today called Houseplant.
Fi- Finally, man, I've been
Yeah,
waiting a
yeah.
long ass time for him to do something like that.
I mean, I'm really happy for them. I don't want to say I saw it coming, but I always saw this, like, him doing something like that. So congratulations to that fool. Can't wait to try it. Can't wait to smoke it. He previewed some of the stuff on his IG, and man, it's I'm pretty excited. I'm pretty excited to try it out. Um, I would hope that like Joe Rogan would do something like that too. Maybe start his own strain. Um, it would be cool to have Seth and Joe do a podcast. Just call it the Rogan Experience. That one episode.
Oh, that's right.
Yes,
Damn, look
sir.
at you with the quick
Hey,
wits like
hey,
that.
just know I just trademarked that shit. So if you're trying to use it, nah, bro, I just trademarked it. Hit me up.
um, damn, that's funny. Yeah, I don't think he's ever had him on, huh?
I don't think he's ever had him on.
Damn, that would be a funny ass episode. Two comedians stoned out their fucking minds.
Seth Rogen, if you listen to this, we would love to have you on our podcast and be stoned with you. So
Yes, the one in a millionth chance that you ever listen to this for whatever reason, we would love to get stupid high with you. I would love to drink some Buffalo Trace with you, and we just veg out and we just enjoy each other's presence. But damn, that would be a fucking funny ass episode. Knowing that you just said that right now, watch that should probably happen like within next week.
oh man, I
Especially
hope
because
so.
he just had a house what's it called? Houseplant come out.
Houseplant. Houseplant. It's really cool. Um, it's real cool seeing like artists do things like that. Like I know YG recently put some strains out with cookies. And some time ago, a few months ago, Party Next Door put out his own strain too. So that was pretty cool.
Um so you told me a long time ago that you wanted to what do you take shrooms? You microdose shrooms? Or it was the LSD? I don't know. Um but anyway, I'm only bringing it up right now because the book that I'm listening to right now, Chaos, it was the
Mhm.
one that Rogan I think listened to like a couple years back. the whole Charles Manson, the CIA and whatnot, and like the fucking
Mhm.
weird shit going on in the 60s.
Yeah, with
Um,
Operation Midnight Climax.
the what?
With Operation Midnight Climax, is that
The fuck
not?
is that?
No. I'm thinking of a different one. Operation Midnight Climax was where they were giving these guys, they were slipping them a few Mickeys. They were giving them drinks laced with some LSD in it. So these fucking guys are tripping balls at like this whorehouse, you know. So they were there. They were the CIA was doing like an investigation or whatnot on just the effects of LSD. So they were drugging these guys who would go to whorehouses because they knew that they would keep their mouth shut. Like, what the fuck were they gonna say? Like, oh, I went to this whorehouse and someone fucking slipped me a Mickey. You know, they're just gonna keep their mouth shut about it.
The
But
fuck?
but yeah, yeah. What were we gonna say about his book that you
Oh, yeah. So my whole point about bringing that up was that they're talking about how well, the part of the book that I got to now, spoilers, I guess, if you haven't read it or listened to it. I think I'm on chapter 5. The point that they're getting up to is that Manson had a long history of fucking criminal offenses. Like he fucking has been in and out of federal prison since like he was a fucking child. I think like the youngest he's ever been somewhat incarcerated was like 7, and he's just had a long history of being in trouble with the law. So anyway, the shit that was getting fun, well, interesting, more interesting was that so when the murders happened, the whole Manson murders, but the murders of what's her name? Fuck, what's her name? The actress
I can't remember her name.
Sharon Tate. Sharon Tate. Um, anyway, yeah, when those murders happened, I guess like the 2 months before that, I might be mistaking that or remembering that wrong, but the 2 months before those murders, he was constantly getting locked up. Well, he was getting detained, and then I guess like the police department, LA, or I think it was LA sheriffs,
Mhm.
they kept releasing him, which was very odd to the reporter who wrote this book because he's saying, dude, he has a fucking crazy ass criminal history. He's on fucking parole. He's violating his fucking parole shit, whatever the fuck, probation, what's it called? Probation. He's
Probation.
violating, yeah, he's violating probation. He's doing all this shit. I guess at his little ranch that he was at that time, they had like a whole ass weapon stash. They had fucking drug stash, all this shit, and that they were just letting him go. They were just like him and his family will only be that family, all those hippies.
Mhm.
They'll only be detained for like a day or two, and then they'll be just like go again. And then obviously everyone's like, well, he was like, what the fuck's going on? But okay, so my whole point was that I bring it up because they were also talking about early in the earlier chapters. They were talking about LSD, and they were talking about shrooms, and I think they're talking about shrooms, or it might be LSD, because I guess Manson used to trip out a lot on LSD when he started listening to the Beatles more, and he was convinced that one of the Beatles albums or songs was about Helter Skelter. Which I don't know if you heard of that. I guess it's like this book that prophesizes this giant race war in America between whites and blacks. So it was going to be like the demise of like the white population or some shit, like some weird shit like that.
Mhm.
I have to double check, but my whole tangent is that um, you've already done it. What did you really experience?
Well, uh, I've
Well, you took
tried
shrooms, right? You didn't take LSD, did you?
I've tried both. I've taken both
Oh,
shrooms and LSD. Um, and both of them, I feel like I've had different experiences with both of them. To me, LSD has been more of like a party thing. Mm, like yeah, LSD for the people who know, who have done psychedelics, will know what I'm talking about. I like whenever I take LSD, I still like trip out. I still trip. Uh,
hmm.
in terms of like whenever I specifically take psychedelics, I get this feeling that's really hard to describe. Um, but I get this euphoric feeling. I think that's the best I can do, and that comes with both shrooms and LSD. But in my cases with LSD, the euphoric feeling is more constant than with shrooms. And versus when I take shrooms, I have a euphoric feeling, but I also have a lot of reflection. Uh, so shrooms to me have been more of like a therapeutic thing. So for
Hmm.
example, um, if I really feel like if I really feel like I would like some advice or just know get in touch with my subconscious, then shrooms is definitely the way to go. But if I'm gonna go to like a music festival or something, then I would definitely take LSD instead. So in terms of like how I feel it's benefited me, is it's definitely enhanced my perspectives in different ways in showing me that there's always something greater. So not necessarily in like a great beyond, like not a great beyond, but like a higher being, a higher power. Not necessarily that, but in terms of like that we're all connected, that there's something like something more than just me or I, the individual. That it really is about community and all of us. That's really what I've gotten from my psychedelic experiences, and more with shrooms than with acid. It really highlights all the bullshit that you're doing. So it's really good at showing you what you are really lacking in life. So, for example, one thing that uh, my first psychedelic experiences showed me was that I really wanted to improve the relationship that I had with my family. Not that I never had a good one, but the years that I had spent since I um, became of age, like of 18, since I came to college, I really just really left them behind. Like I really wasn't there for family barbecues and just experiences like that. So with psychedelics, it's something that told me that it's really showed me what I felt was important. So it really showed me some the things that I value. So it's made me, in a sense, uh, go after what I really value, and uh, leave out the things that don't really matter. Like
Hmm.
like we all know the shit that we do, like just talk shit online,
Hmm.
like just judge others or gossip, just things that don't really matter in this world, or like just materialistic things. Uh, to me, psychedelics have really showed me that the most valuable things are something that you can't really hold. They're not really materialistic things, and so psychedelics have really changed my life, and I would think the world would be a better place if everyone took a nice dose of psychedelics. And there's many forms. Like I've only touched the tip of the iceberg with shrooms and LSD. Like there's peyote, um,
The
there's
fuck?
DMT, and I think MDMA, Molly is considered a psychedelic as well.
Interesting.
Yeah. So
That's really
different forms give you different effects, and they vary. Like DMT is the most potent, but in terms of like the time that you're tripping is really short, like 10 to 15 minutes. Um,
hmm,
and then there's like LSD where the trip can last like 6 to 8 hours.
hmm. That's crazy.
Mhm.
That's weird. So the mushrooms really made you more reflective. Okay, so after you took it, do you feel like that's when you took the step to like be more involved with like family and like include them more in your life?
Definitely, because even there was times where I didn't take action immediately, and when I took them again, like I said, it's really good at showing you your bullshit. So it was just a feeling, and I would think like, wow, like um, if for example, if I were to die today, I wouldn't be okay with the relationships I have with people, or I wouldn't be fulfilled with where my life was going, or the direction that I was going to. I remember the first time I took mushrooms. I took a high dose. It was 5 grams, and for my experienced strippers, they know that 5 grams is a really big dose. Like that's what you that's the dose that you need to make a breakthrough. So from my experience, I felt like I was dying. Like I felt like
Fuck.
from something similar that I've experienced. I just felt like I was really drunk. like really, really drunk to the point where I was gonna pass out. And I've never passed out while drinking, um, but that's honestly how I felt. I felt like I was dying, and I was just sitting in the chair, and I was in the forest, and I was with a few friends, and the setting was good. Set and setting is something that's really important when it comes to doing psychedelics. So if you're like in a really bad place and you decide to do psychedelics, most likely your trip is going to be a challenging trip. And so for me, I was in the forest. I was completely relaxed, um, but yeah, I still felt like I was dying, and I honestly felt like there was a part of me that felt I need to speak up and say that I feel like I'm dying because I need medical attention. Like I honestly felt that way. There was a part of me that felt that I needed medical attention because of how bad I felt that I was dying. Um, but I managed to just stick with it and remind myself that it was just the mushrooms. And I later found out that what I felt is something that is commonly experienced and known as ego death. And so basically, like it, it's kind of hard for me to describe because that's the closest I've been to an ego death, and I felt like I didn't really. Ego death is like when you realize like that your body and your mind are two different things. That's what I want to say, like that you really are just like a vessel. Like you whatever you are doesn't really matter. This goes back again to the whole community feeling that I felt, where you, the individual, does not matter. Ego death, you who thinks that you're the shit, that you deserve all these things and that you should be given all these rewards, that the world owes you something, is just bullshit. So that's something that happens with ego death. And so me fighting that feeling that no, like I don't want to die, or is it me just saying just relax, just it's something that happens. I felt like it was the wrong move to do, and I felt like I should have just accepted the fact that I was dying, because then that's when the new you can come forward. It's something
uh,
that's experienced in psychedelics. So it's the ego death. It's your current you dying. One of my favorite metaphors for psychedelics is that in your mind think of it like snow. So as the sled comes through, the sled representing your thoughts, the sled eventually starts carving paths within the snow. So whenever a new sled comes in, it's most likely going to take the path that's already carved in. So with psychedelics, it's laying a brand new layer of snow, removing those tracks, allowing you to make new ones. So that way new
hmm,
sleds don't have to go down the same path. So down the same path that the other ones did. So this is where you get new perspectives and new thoughts. This is where new personalities emerge, and where people really find the courage to make change in their life. And someone who's taking psychedelics, I say that this is something that I can agree with and back. I think it's really improved my life in more ways than one.
damn, what the fuck? See, I'm all for like I'm all for an opportunity to learn. Uh I'm open for reflection. And I actually heard on a podcast last week that I listened to, one of the guys tried shrooms for the first time and he felt really reflective. He felt like he was in more in tune with nature where he did it. I think he did it like in some sort of park area.
Mhm.
He felt more in tune with the trees, with the grass. He felt he was laughing at everything more. He felt more lively. He felt way better. But yeah, just to like make this quick, I'm open to do it if it really can help me reflect more on myself. I'm not saying I want to be the super woke social person or something like that. It's just like there's always room for improvement in life. Like it doesn't just start with New Year's resolutions. Like this should be an ongoing process for every person. To like want to
Mhm.
truly better themselves to their full and take themselves to their full potential. And I don't know, maybe just deep down, I feel like I never really like got there. I never really tried to take myself there. I'm not saying shrooms will get me there, but if there's a chance that like it can open some doors that needed to be open and show me the bullshit that I need to see, I'm all for it, because the sooner the better. Like I don't want to go on 5 years later and then I could have, dealing with something I could have fucking fixed 5 years ago, or I could have worked on 5 years ago. I would have been 5 years closer or 5 years better off than, 5 years later. That's just how I feel. But yeah, that's what I just thought that was interesting. Like everything I've ever read or heard, they always say the same thing about shrooms. Like it's really not just life changing, but it's really an eye opener to themselves at least to that extent. And I'm all for that. If I could figure myself out more, not saying that I'm lost, but just like you said, to for myself to call myself out on my own bullshit, I know I'll appreciate it a lot because I'll fucking actually face what I need to face, whether or not I've repressed it for so long and I forgot about it, or um I just need to like, get my shit together, I guess. I don't know. You know what I mean? Like just work on yourself to your full extent.
Mm.
Uh but yeah, I'm down. Patreon. When we start a Patreon, we'll go wherever the fuck, whatever nice area outside in the wilderness, and we'll fucking do it. And then we'll
Yeah,
fucking just embrace it.
yeah. Psychedelics, they won't change your life, but they definitely will show you the way to change your life. You
Hmm.
know, those show you the path to improvement. And something I wish that someone would have told me when I first started tripping is there's no such thing as a bad trip, just challenging trips, because whatever it is that comes across your subconscious, whatever it is that appears in front of you, whether it's bad thoughts or childhood trauma or um, just emotional baggage, whatever it is that you're feeling, whatever emotions come to mind, it's okay to express them because
Hmm.
these are the things that are needed to be done in order to heal. You know, these are the things that are needed for the healing process to begin. So if you have emotions like crying or sadness or even like laughter and joy, just let them out. You know, it's psychedelics can be a beautiful thing. They're also very fun, very good party drug, um, but it's also a sacred thing. And I think the more people who experience it, the better.
Interesting. I just don't know if I'm like, obviously I want to learn more and like, have that eye opener of like what I need to do to change for the better. But I don't know how I feel about being all emotionally vulnerable in front of people. Like I
Mm.
don't want to fucking cry in front of nobody. I want to just take it, trip the fuck out, I guess, if I need to. Chill, get zen, and then just fucking sober up and be like, I know what I need to do now. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
the emotional vulnerability is something that most people and also myself really struggled with at first. Um, but I just think psychedelics are just really good at peeling the layers and showing you that it's okay. You know, that like for example I felt like my like just letting go of this machismo bullshit. Like I can't express
Mm,
my emotions, but when I realized it was just some bullshit that I was taught as a little kid. It's okay to show whatever you're feeling. It's not it's normal. We feel these feelings for a reason, and they're meant to be expressed.
that's very, very true. I don't know. Maybe that's why I want the shrooms to show me that it's all meant to be expressed, and just like I said, just show me what I need to do to fix or improve myself to make the change. I don't expect it to do it for me, but I at least do expect it to open up my eyes to it, and then I can just decide for myself from there. But other than that, damn my boy, I think that was an interesting episode, interesting talk.
Hell yeah,
Um,
man. Oh, always a pleasure doing these with you.
yes, sir. Always nice to sit down and talk with my boy. Whether it's on camera or off camera, always a good time to talk. Yeah, you want to tell him what we do here at this fool?
So basically, what's up, guys? This is this food podcast. It's me and this food right here. The homie late Dave. I'm Fernie. We're just two guys shooting the shit right here, hoping um, to just really make your day easier. Really hoping that this podcast is something you guys can indulge in and break free from the bullshit of daily life. Or if you love your life, I hope this is something that really enhances it. And so just thank you for letting us be part of your day. And we have a lot of great things coming up. We have a lot of exciting things planned. This is only the tip of the iceberg. We're only improving
Mm-hmm.
from here, and there's nowhere to go from up. Uh, we cover a range of topics from whatever comes to your head, man, A through Z, really, and
Yeah.
whatever other language you can think of, we run that whole shit too. So
um,
just really, any topics are welcomed. Any feedback is welcomed, and we really appreciate you guys for joining us. You got anything to say to these people?
um, I mean, you hit everything pretty much on the dot, on the nose. Yeah, it's just late Dave or Dave. We're gonna improve that late thing. That's my boy Furry, and yeah, we're just out here, two fools shooting the shit, talking about whatever comes to mind. Um, I think the if you're into just listening a couple bullshit talks, you just want to feel like you're part of a conversation. I mean, hopefully this podcast does it for you. Um, yeah, man. I mean, I always enjoy talking to people, listening to people, hearing what they have to say on certain things, whether I agree or disagree, doesn't matter. I just like listening to people. You never know where someone's head's at. So that's why I enjoy these conversations. Hopefully we get to meet new people while we're doing this, and we'll talk to them, and we'll just see like how we all think, and like just the stories we can all share with each other. But other than that, I mean, this is this fool. And yeah, just thank you guys. Thank you for those that are going to take the time. Thank you guys for taking the time to listen to this, and really appreciate it. We're definitely going to keep doing this. We're going to try and make it a weekly thing. So we do record on Monday nights, just to give the whole day to process whatever news we've heard from the week leading up to this Monday, and Monday during the day, in case we run into any interesting situations. But yeah, we record Monday night. We try to post Tuesday, and that's the rhythm we're gonna try to follow. Um, we've already we've already talked about merch. We already talked about a Patreon. We don't even know if we're gonna have that many followers by then, but we don't care. We just roll with the punches over here.
Like we said, we
Um,
got exciting things coming up.
exactly. We're just moving. We're just going, dog. I saw that I told you before, but I'm gonna say for the people there, I don't believe in Twitter that much. I just treat it as like it's just a place full of jokes and for like out of pocket jokes, out of pocket shit to say. That's all I treat it as, just humor. But there was a tweet that I really like, and like it's really been sticking with me a lot since I saw it. And it was like maybe 2-3 months ago. It was this tweet, and this person used a picture of the Simpsons from their debut in '89 to like what they currently look like with their nice, clean art animation.
Hmm.
And the caption, or the I don't know, the retweet caption, I don't fucking know. The caption just said, just start now, worry about being perfect later. And for some reason, that has stuck so much now, because it's really like you could waste so much time trying to perfect something, and it'll just never reach, and it'll never get out there. So what we're gonna do over here is we're just gonna do shit. We're just gonna put it out there. If you like it, you like it. If you don't, that's perfectly fine. And we're just gonna roll with it. We'll perfect it as we go. And we hope that you guys can be there along the process, because we would definitely like to like give back to the people that listen, give back to the people that want to talk to us, just be involved with like a lot of people. Hopefully we can even be part of some sort of community where we can all just shoot the shit. Other than that, I mean, thank you guys again for listening. Thank you guys for taking the time. Hopefully, we didn't take up too much of your time, but just enough. But yeah, other than that, I mean, I think we're good. Just can't wait to hit my boy up Fernie again by next Monday and see what interesting things have happened during the week, what
Hell yeah,
topics are on our minds.
hell yeah, we're looking forward to making this a learning experience for the both of us and for everyone listening. I'm excited for all the topics we're gonna learn about and talk about. And with that being said, Joe Rogan, we're coming for you, motherfucker. We're gonna
Hell
be
yeah,
number
dog! I
one.
want that Spotify deal, dog. um, Other
Later
than
on,
that,
guys. Have a
yeah,
good one. Fucking much
good.
love.
Yep, exactly. Couldn't have said it better myself, my boy.
You want to fill them in on the IG information?
Oh shit! Holy fuck! I totally forgot about that. Yes, we did make an IG for this shit. Let me. I want to say I don't want to misquote it or give it the wrong title. Um, I believe it is called This Foo Podcast. Um, yeah, This Foo Podcast. THIS as in this, FOO as in foo, and podcast. If you don't know how to spell podcast, I don't know what to say. Um, it should be a profile picture of two skeletons looking dapper as fuck, and a little coffee mug. One of them smoking a blunt. I think you can picture who's who. But yeah, other than that, that's the IG. If you guys fuck with it, hit us up on that. You guys want to send us DMs talking shit, send it my way. I'm always ready to fucking talk shit with somebody. Other than that, man, thank you guys so much. Can't tell you how much we appreciate it. Hopefully, we can make this into something special with everyone included. Other than that, my boy, I think we're good.
For sure. Watch out, Joe Rogan. Watch your fucking back.
One day we're gonna have a 5 hour podcast with that. Smoke the fuck out, blaze the fuck out with that bourbon trace, homie. Counting on it.
Thank you guys. We're out of here.